Let me just add, be swimming upstream in this conversation tonight, because every other speaker, and particularly, I'm not saying they're wrong or right, has focused on process, the political class's failures, how we can change it. I want to talk about the ideas I've had for constitutional change. They include a right of privacy, where the citizens would be granted a right to be assured that their privacy wasn't invaded. Includes issues such as property taxation versus income taxation with respect to things like school spending. It deals with the environmental health of the people of the state. The things that people deal with in their everyday lives. The other visions here are focused purely on the political class. And that to me is insufficient reason to call a convention. So what I would say to anybody who's spoken here is, you have brilliantly described the problem as you see it. That's helpful and necessary. What would it look like when you're finished? There's much less now. A nonpartisan reapportionment commission is a concrete example of an alternative means of operating. And that meets that standard. But what would the tax system look like? What would the school system look like? What would our roads look like? That seems to me to be the burden on people like us. That's a responsibility I'm going to meet by telling you. And all I could say to my other colleagues is, I think you need to speak to those questions as well.
Do you think that it would take longer than they want to end by 2010? It sounds like you're not necessarily against it, but you want them to spend more time at it?
I want to know what they want to do to me.
Do you think what you want, we have Peter, as you said, a one-house legislature or not? That's part of having the discussion. Should we or should we not, in terms of changing governance of our state, go to a one-house legislature or not? We should have a conversation. And so I don't think we can predict the outcome ahead of time. That's the whole point of having the convention, is to have different viewpoints across the state. And the beauty of it, because it's not like this is brand new, by the way, having this convention. It's just about the time frame. And prior conversations or conventions have failed, primarily because there was a lot of fear-mongering. People thought that the inside legislators were running the show and the lobbyists. And so they said, well, I'm going to vote no because I don't want the fox guarding the hen house. So it's not like this is a brand new concept. And the way it's structured, the only thing that I will say that we've tried to change with the legislation I've introduced is about trying to remove the political classes out of the running of the convention. I don't want Democrats having a platform. I don't want Republicans having a platform. I don't want lobbyists being able to serve in the convention, right, or in terms of a dual role. So, but the whole point of all this is to have the discussion. And there's nothing I think we could serve better is to have this discussion. If there's different bills, there are different bills going on legislature that maybe we can go to a conference committee, see if we can agree on one bill that both houses can introduce and have an up and down vote. So I would not limit it, and we're not supposed to limit it to conversation to a certain number of topics. That's the whole point of the convention.
I'd like to